Overpaid on this deal. I just bought this property and it's a piece of junk. Bought this deal for $131 a door. 20,000 to 21 grand more per door. But what's happening back there is why I did it. Massive development. You know, there's so much potential at this property, but the best part of this property is that all the new development happening behind here. A massive development. Normally I buy properties and I get them at like a steal price, right? I'm very transparent. So my other deal across the street that looks beautiful, I bought that for 110 a door, give or take, 110 a door. So 110,000 per door times 33 units, you do the math. This deal, sometimes it's the numbers. This deal overpaid. I bought this deal for 131 a door. 20,000 to 21 grand more per door, right? And granted, these are all 2 bedrooms, but what's happening back there is why I did it. So I know that I love the location. I love the location. Location is key, and sometimes it's analytics, numbers. Do the numbers make sense? And if they do, it's a good deal. Who cares if it's a little bit more, right? The numbers made sense. And what's happening next door was the development. And actually some of the community partners in this area were here, right? So we got in at the right time, which is kind of why I overpaid on this deal. Fair deal, but I know what's happening. Here I just bought this property and it's a piece of junk. Just bought this property, it ain't been a week yet. My first time walking the property since I bought it. And look at all the junk. Look at all this. You got the dumpster, trash all over here. You got this person's car. You know, so one of the first things that we do when you take over a property, you can begin this on the story too. First things you do when you get on a property is we're gonna paint these parking lines. I'm gonna get my tow truck company, I'm gonna put the sign up there, and we're gonna send out an email to everybody letting them know the new rules for parking. Now, this junk right here, you're gonna get a warning. This car right here is a warning. I'm gonna give you maybe a week, because I just bought it. I don't want to be too mean that I took over quick. But if this car is not removed or fixed, it's going to the compound. Bye-bye, it's going to the tow yard. This gate, we talk about a gate, this thing's hinged. This is next. I want the maintenance team to fix this gate. All right, we're going to get our codes here working. I don't know what that white stuff is, but I don't want to touch it. Have the conduit running up. We're gonna bring our own security cameras in, but we might be able to use those to save some money. And I'm gonna go over some real deal tips now. All right, we're gonna redo all this. But what is very, very good about the property, these, right? And we got shutoff valves here too. So a lot of my other properties don't have that. Like these are the clean outs. But like if a property, you have a number one issue you have in these type of properties, the older style units, is these where the toilets get backed up. You get floodings, you get issues with that. So it's important to be able to turn the water off on one unit than the half of the property, which is freaking annoying. But the inside of these look pretty good actually. All right, you got this big old tree here. You can tell it's starting to come up underneath the sidewalk. Got some issues there. It's a monster tree. It's beautiful though. Beautiful. Can I come in, please? Yes, thank you. Let me see you wrong. Well, check out the units though. There's one in here, not bad. You can tell them these are untouched. We did nothing in this unit. They got nice floors. You know, the person before did a good job. I really like the setup, how they did the kitchen. Like I think in my earlier videos, I always go butcher block. I'm cheap. Butcher block is so cheap, it's 80 bucks, right? And it looks good. But this right here, this isn't the fake cheap granite. Like this is actually a good countertop. This right here is gonna last you 10 years. They did it right. These cabinets are sturdy. These are the right cabinets, the right handles. Whoever was the GC and did the contracting work here, they actually did a good job. Like look, they're even, right? They're lined up well. You got the microwave above the stove. They did it right. Granted, no renovations at all. This was a turnkey. All the units look like this, right above the stove. They did good. 12 units. I was new in the game, so they got over. I probably missed maybe $15,000, give or take, on my first deal just by listening to people. Oh, I paid it. Oh, it must be an issue. They never did. But now you get better. So after my first deal, I bought another apartment complex. Literally just bought this property. And it's August 3rd right now. And the most important thing, we bought the property July 30th. So what is most important? Collecting rent. How do your tenants know how to collect your rent when you're switching from a management company? A lot of people get upset when the property gets sold. They're confused. And I knew on day one, you're going to make sure that your payments count. Go in my portal. It does not count. So we bought this deal 2 days before the next. We have them go into a portal. They can download an app, and all rent must be through here. Now, I put also on here, for the first month of August, you may be able to pay in a different way. We may take a money order, may take cash this month. But after that, it's going in our portal. The reason I like it in the portal, it's much easier for my accountant, my bookkeeping records, because when they pay, it goes right to that bank account. And it's seamless when I want to export my profit and loss statements that the banks want. And another trick that you want to do, let's say you're in the middle of closing the deal, and we're getting ready to close our deal, and we closed July 30th. Let's say a lease was expired in July. Well, the old management team doesn't care so much about that. I don't want them to renew leases, but what they had in their lease was if you do not do your renewal, your lease rolls over month to month. This is freaking unacceptable. Like, these guys are getting paid. Pick it up, put it in the dumpster. But I just want to keep the place clean for the people that live here. That's it. This used to be a freaking dump. Now it's becoming less of a dump, but it's still almost semi-dump. I just want it to look better. Right? Like, we're getting there. We're getting there, for sure. I still got to look better. If you're real doing property management, like, this right here should be seen. Number one, that's like a hazard. So even as an owner, nobody's going to do it to the way you want it done. But as I walk this place, like, somebody should have fixed that. On my maintenance team, property management, hey, send this photo. Let's get this fixed. What's going on? And even you, as you walk around, like, that's a big hazard, because as that gets ruined, it's going to ruin the door. It's going to ruin the floor. It's going to ruin it. So that little thing can be expensive. We need to get that fixed. All this right here, right? Well, I'm about to get somebody here that live here to manage the grounds on this. All right, got to be out here daily picking this crap up, make it look good. It's a reputation thing. Because once I get this stuff, I can really start making the units look better. I'll get this person a new blind, a new bathroom here, because I want to sell this place in a few years. We got to get the stuff, right? We got to finish that fence out. Let's just finish it to go black. It's like a half-ass job. Finish it. Finish it. There's always something that can be done. We never have slow time. Like, this could get finished. Doot, doot. More black fence. Even the laziness of this, like the wires here. It's like I do a job, I don't want to finish the job. Cover this up. See the real, cover it up, finish it.